个人的里程碑。那至于排名第4的，则是过去几年表现都不错的奥克兰运动家队。不过运动家队不断的有球员出走，每一年这种情况发生，所以今年看样子好像真的对他的实力发生了影响了。那看完了美国联盟，我们来看国家联盟的东区。东区现在是国民队排名第1，这个从去年从这个蒙特罗博览会队这个搬家来到华盛顿的国民队非常令人惊讶的，现在是在东区排名第1。那费城的费城人队是排名第2。那过去13年在这个区都排名第1的勇士队，现在掉到了第3名，而且最近是伤兵累累，几个先发投手像是 Hudson Hampton 以及这个 Thompson 5大先发投手中间的3位通通进了伤兵名单，所以影响到勇士队的一个战绩的表现。至于排名第4的，这是2年前的世界大赛的冠军马林鱼队，第5名这是纽约的大都会队。虽然大都会队今年是强力的补强，但没想到这个球队打到现在为止竟然还是在东区垫底。但是他跟第1名的差距并没有很大，差距是这个6场球，33胜34败的一个战绩。好，接着我们来看这个中区的一个排名。那中区现在是红雀队排名第1，今天跟洋基队要进行交战的小熊队则是排名第2，34胜31败，这胜场还是比败场多了3场球。不过他最近的状况比较不太理想，最近的5场比赛是4场比赛输了3场，最近10场比赛输了6场，他跟红雀队是差距是7场半。排名第3的海盗队，第4的是酿酒人队。第5的是比较令人大家惊奇的，认为他今年可能有机会去在这一区争冠的。结果休斯顿太空人队现在是排名倒数第2。至于辛辛那提的红人队只是在这一区是垫底的一个状况。好，接着我们来看国家联盟的西区，西区的教士队在这一区是排名第1。不过教士队最近状况不理想，最近是5连败的一个战绩，而且是在客场征战。响尾蛇队球季一开始的时候曾经一度在这一区排名第1。我最近也掉到了第2名。至于道奇队最近状况也是非常不理想，是第3名。不过这3个球队虽然是这个状况都不好，所以彼此之间呢就等于是抵消了，所以他们之间的差距并没有太大，都还有机会在这一区里面争冠。那至于旧金山的巨人队在少掉了 Barry Bonds 之后，战绩当然明显受到影响，所以现在是掉到这一区里面的第4名。至于科罗拉多的洛基山队依旧是这个战绩不佳。不过他在昨天竟然是1分之差2比1打败了这巴尔的摩的精英队，倒是让大家觉得蛮惊奇的，因为这种低比数的这种投手战一向是洛基山队不太擅长的，结果他昨天竟然是2比1打败了巴尔的摩的精英队。好，这就是现阶段这个2大联盟总共6个区30个球队他们之间战绩的一个排名的一个状况。我想在快到这个明星赛的情况之下，让大家都能够充分了解一下。那今天当然我们的重点还是要来看王建民出赛。刚刚提到王建民今天碰上的小熊队，当然是他一生当中第1次在大联盟的一个遭遇，而且是他这个第9度在大联盟上场投球，第8度做先发。那他前面几场比赛的礼拜，台北时间的礼拜6，距离今天整整休息了8天，是他今年上场先发投的最短的一次，只投了4局就被打了7支安打，掉了7分，最多的10分，但只有4分的自责分，5个保送也是投的4坏球保送最多，不过中间有2次是故意的4坏球保送，另外2个3振。当然这场比赛投完之后，他自己以及总教练 Joe Torre 都表示，无可讳言的是王建民上场先发投的最差的一次。不过讲到差，那场比赛 Joe Torre 自己也承认，大概是他担任洋基队总教练以来，洋基队表现最差的一场比赛。所以不光是王建民差，他说要比王建民差的实在是太多了，因为那场比赛的守备可以说是一塌糊涂。所以那场比赛如果要怪罪的话，恐怕王建民是要排到最后去。那至于总计来说，王建民是48又2/3局的投球，被打47支安打，24分的自责分，14个保送，另外有17个3振，只被打1支全垒打，这是非常优异的。投手自责分率是4.44，所以今天先发过后，王建民的这个投球局数将会超过50局。那换句话说，他将会在如果说超过50局的话，什么意义呢？就是说他明年如果再上到大联盟，就不能以新人的这个身份了。那今年他就必须要这个有机会的话，就可以去角逐这个新人王。我现阶段来讲，这个新人王恐怕言之过早。那至于王建民对这个左打者，以往都一向是一个问题。那其实他的被打击率2成67，跟他对右打者的2成33已经是渐渐差不了太多了。那被左打的长打率虽然也高一点，3成15，那对右打的长打率是2成93，事实上都还蛮优异的，因为这是被长打率其实也是蛮接近的，所以他对左打跟对右打者现阶段看起来都没有那么太大的差异。所以一开始大家很担心说他对于左打者的一个问题， 那现在看起来是并没有成为一个太大的一个问题。那至于在这个主场跟客场的差异倒是蛮大的。你看他在主场出赛了4场，3场做先发，一共投了25又1/3局，被打21支安打，2胜0败，3.20的投手自得分率。但是在客场，你看4次先发，投了23又1/3局，被打了26支的安打，战绩是1胜2败，而且投手的自得分率是非常的高，5.79。所以他输的2场比赛都是在客场所输的，在自己的主场是保持一个不败的一个记录，这是王建民在主客场的一个差异。所以今天对王建民来说当然是蛮不，那对他来说是比较有利的，尤其是跨联盟的比赛。那国家联盟的球队到了这个美国联盟的比赛的这个场地来进行比赛的话，是要用美国联盟的 DH 制度，那他们必须要找出一位这个善打的选手上场来担任打击的工作。当然，对国家联盟的几个球队来说是比较吃亏的，因为国家联盟基本上不会有专门去设定一个DH 的一个球员。好，我们现在就到洋基球场来看这场比赛，这场大战已经是马上就要开始转播这场比赛，而且我们看到现场的转播人员拿的是福斯公司
wrapping up a 3-9 road trip. Everybody was wondering how far the Yankees would fall. We were wondering if Joe Torre would keep his job. Well, look what's happened on this little homestand run. 4-0. And Tim McCarver, think about how they've done it. They've done it with one main guy in their lineup, and that's Hideki Matsui.
Certainly this week that's been the case. It's been a topsy-turvy season. The Yankees were topsied and turvy this week, and it started out so dismally. Last Sunday in St. Louis, Matsui slipping and sliding. The Yankees thought that he would be out for some time, spraining his left ankle, but not so on Tuesday night.
没想到变成DH，连续4场比赛不但都有安打，而且4场比赛出现了3支全垒打，而且9分的打点，所以他这样的一个打击的优异表现，带动了整个洋基队的打击气势。所以这4场比赛使得洋基队通通获胜。所以 Joe Torre 甚至开玩笑说，如果中里秀喜打 DH 打得这么好的话，干脆就让他继续担任 DH， 不要再去上场守备，把他的手套送回日本去算。而松里秀喜打蛇随棍上，也透过翻译表示说没有问题，只要我表现得好，教练怎么说我怎么做，我的手套明天就送回日本，就从此不担任防守工作。当然这都是开玩笑。那至于小熊队的这个最厉害的打者是现阶段的国家联盟的，不但是3冠王，可以说是6冠王。他不但是打击率、全垒打、打点，通通是国家联盟的排名第一，而且他的这个长打率、他的上垒率、他的得分也通通是排名第一，所以是个非常可怕的一个打击者 Gary Lee。他是防守1垒的，这是王建民今天要特别注意的。他是个右打者。当然，这个小熊队除了 Gary Lee 之外，还有其他厉害的选手，包括右外野手 Burnett， 这个左打者，包括3垒手 Ramirez， 这个右打者，这3名选手事实上都是非常强力的打击者。那另外排在前2棒也是脚程非常快，尤其是第2棒 Corey Patterson， 昨天有个3垒安打，也有个2垒安打，这名选手也是这个王建民要特别注意，而且他不但脚程快，而且他是个左打者，只要他上垒的话，破坏性是非常强的。那讲到昨天，经过了67年之后，小熊队再度来到洋基球场，结果还是落败。那场比赛可以说是高潮迭起，因为前3局都是看洋基队表演，洋基队一度是取得了4-0领先，但是中间3局就全部看客队小熊队表演。小熊队不但追平比数，而且在6局的上半甚至超前，变成6-4，2分的领先。但是到了后段，又回过头来看地主队洋基队表演。洋基队就在7局下半，靠着 ERA 的一个1分打点的安打追平了比数，不是拉近了比数，然后靠着松井秀喜的一个逆转的2分打点全垒打，然后超前了比数，然后在8局下半再得2分的这个保险分，最后就是以9-6，3分之差打败了来访的小熊队。所以昨天这场比赛可以说是非常精彩，内容非常丰富，也是一场高比数的打击战。所以我相信看过那场比赛的这个球迷们都会觉得非常精彩，非常渴望看到这3连战今天的第2场比赛，尤其王建民要再度登场担任先发。好，现在洋基球场已经快要准备妥当了，我们再回到洋基球场来看看，今天这场比赛在洋基球场还是有特别的仪式。什么样的仪式呢？今天洋基球场是定为 Military 的 Appreciation Day， 就是对于这种军队军种的这些部队们来做感谢日。所以在赛前，从2点15分就赛前1个小时开始就有很多的有关军队的，包括地面的部队，所以球迷们事实上都有很多都是提早1个小时进场来看这些军种部队的一个精彩的演出。那今天也有个特别的开球仪式，有5名这个开球的贵宾。 那今天球场又是坐了满座的观众，昨天全场将近有55000名的观众，是个满座的情况，也是今年球季洋基球场第9场爆满的情况。今天相信依旧会是爆满。
So here we are, packed house. And here's a look at the Cubs lineup.
我们来看一下今天小熊队排出来的先发打序：第1棒 Perez， 2棒 Patterson， 3棒就是 Maris 3垒手，6棒今天是2垒手的泰沃克，他昨天是做 DH，7棒今天的先发捕手 Barrett，9棒是外野手的 Hollingsworth， 今天担任 DH 的是 Dobbins， 这是今天的这个9名先发的小熊队的打者。
The right-hander, Chin-Ming Wong.
王建民在场上练投了，7场担任先发，3胜2败0战绩，4.44的投手自得分率，17次的3振，14次的4坏6保送，对手在他的投球之下，打击率是2.49。
Hello, friends. It's Scooter. A changeup is just another word for a slow ball. While the batter is looking for a real fast pitch, the pitcher throws me really
back up the middle.
我们来看一下王建民的 scouting 快速球是 sneaky fast， 虽然不是在数字上非常的快，但让你感觉到是蛮快速的。那另外就是他有不错的一个 change up， 一个变速球，以及他是非常的镇定、沉稳 ，poise， 这是王建民在大联盟可以说赖以为生的最重要的武器，就是碰到任何的危机，他都是非常的一个沉稳。 另外防守方面，跟王建民搭配的捕手是普沙达，1垒手 Tino Martinez 并不是昨天的 Giambi，2垒手是Robinson Cano，3垒手是 A-Rod， 游击手是 Jeter， 左外野手是 Tony Womack， 中间手是 Bernie Williams， 右外野手是Gary Sheffield。今年松井秀喜依旧是担任了 DH 工作。 我据说他这3连战之后，从礼拜1或甚至礼拜天，他就可以上场担任守备了，因为他的脚踝已经是渐渐康复。好，第1棒的打者，他是左右开弓的内飞部分的打者。他在昨天呢是少数几个小熊队的打者，先发打者当中没有击出安打，5个打数没有安打，打第1球内的滚地球，2垒手轻松接到以后传1垒，刺杀出局。
1 down, and Corey Patterson will be the batter. That came easy for Chin-Ming Wong.
Seems like treading water is about as acceptable as a par in the opening as far as the Cubs are concerned. Cubs aren't looking for any birdies right now. They will accept the par, and they have been playing really above par over the last month, particularly since losing Mark Pryor.
You take a par.
Oh, and there's a drive to deep left center. You can pretty much forget about this
one. Pitch with 1 out, and Corey Patterson is the hitter. We're still waiting for Patterson to make better contact. He swings at the first pitch more than any hitter in baseball. He does it right there. He has strike 1, and his broadcast is also available in Spanish by utilizing Shibuya. And there are a ton of Cub fans in attendance here at Yankee Stadium. They're all over the country, all over the world.
Fastball that he takes the other way out to fairly deep right.
1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out, nobody on.
But he's able to hang in there and put it away.
That is not Ryan Sandberg taking a picture here at Yankee Stadium.
Favors him though.
Off the end of the bat for strike 2. Talked about Patterson and the fact that he swings at the first pitch. If the Cubs need anything, it's Patterson to settle in and make better contact and use that good combination of power and speed to be the leadoff hitter. But Tim, we've been talking about that. They've been talking about that for 2.5 years.
It's hard for a sage manager like Dusty Baker to get it across to a young hitter like Corey Patterson that if you take early, you actually get better pitches to hit. Take early, you hit better. But now Patterson facing a 2-strike count. You're always swinging defensively as he did at that 1-2 pitch.
Never do you really like to put up a graphic that has anything with a point something like 47.2%, but he is by far the leader in that category of swinging at the first pitch across Major League Baseball. He did it in this at-bat, and the count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. We talked about the Cubs treading water and hanging around the 500 mark. They're 3 games over. When you consider you've got Wood on the way back,
He'll make his second rehab start tomorrow. Cubs. Then he'll make another rehab start, and that probably will be it. He'll be back with a big league club.
Robinson Cano.
Patterson chops another one to the second baseman. Cano flips it, 2 out. On Monday, Kerry Wood made that first rehab start. He is tired of talking about his pitching mechanics. There's been some suggesting that his body gets way out in front of his arm, and that's why he has the arm trouble. It looks like maybe he's slowed it down a little bit, putting less strain on the shoulder and the elbow. But the point is, he's on his way back. Prior to viable option for the Cubs. I believe the wild card is because the National League East is just going to feed on itself. Those teams are going to start playing head-to-head. They're all good. They're all going to be beating up on each other. And a team like the Cubs, which should get better as this year goes on, might sneak in there and grab that thing.
It's certainly been the case. Competitive division, even though the American League teams can almost match it, particularly now with the Yankees making a move. Yet again.
2 balls and a strike on Derek Lee, who leads the major leagues in hits with 94. Leads the major leagues in average at 385, and he is having the year of a lifetime as A-Rod backs up at third, has to use the arm and safe.
Ground ball towards the middle.
A-Rod laid back, had to unlate, evidently.
Well, if you charge that ball, you get an in-between hop. And Derek Lee, look out to me.
Oh.
Hit hard towards second.
Even with his belt coming off. Rodriguez, that's why the call shocked me just watching it from up here. The ball is in the glove right there.
But he is in there.
I mean, out by half the strength.
Adam Lind.
He's made his own breaks, though, pounding the baseball with those 18 home runs, 57 RBIs.
And that could be a run.
And I think to his credit, legging out a ground ball to the third baseman, and at least there's a wide strike to Jeremy Burnitz. There are the numbers for Burnitz, 287, 11 home runs, and he was one of the guys the Cubs brought in upon the departure of both Sammy Sosa and Moises Alou after last season. It's the 0-1. 0-2.
Sammy says he didn't, however, but he didn't leave early. The Cubs said he did. Sammy Sosa telling Tom Verducci of Sports Illustrated just recently, about 10 days ago, that the Cubs do not have that tape of him leaving early. The Cubs say they do.
Granderson get under it, though, and he puts it away to retire the side. So 1 run, 1
Here
hit,
comes a 0-2 pitch.
And no one hits on base.
Got him looking. How could there be a tape of a guy leaving early?
In the parking lot.
Be careful where you park if you're a Cubs outfielder. They're watching. No score after a half.
Now a ball hit back up the middle. That finds its way through. Got a lead
Fox and all that. Okay.
Want the guy leading off an inning to be a catalyst and get on board. So now they've got the possible go-ahead run on first here.
Curtis Granderson will try things again. He hit that 2-run homer his first time. And Ichiro's running on the ground to third. Go to first by Encarnacion, and that's the first down.
Have the runner moving there, as it might have kept him out of a double play.
Francisco Cervelli will dig in. He singled his first time around. And the runner's breaking for third. Pitch inside the throw. And in fact, he'll just look him back to the bag. One 0 pitch now. Runner breaks for third. Pitch swung out and missed the throw. The tag, and I think Ichiro got a little greedy there as he's nailed at third.
This is just a great grab and release by the catcher. He's got right on the money.
An American Revolution. Bottom of the first inning. And here's a lineup for the New York Yankees. Drum roll, please. Music. Derek Jeter will lead it off. He's the shortstop. Tony Womack in left. This is brought to you by Taco Bell. Gary Sheffield in right. A-Rod is cleaning up. Matsui is the DH. Jorge Posada, Bernie Williams, Tino Martinez, and Robinson Cano is the second baseman batting ninth.
So no No runs on one base
No,
hit, no
Gary
errors,
Sheffield
no
is
one
not
left
going to the
on.
Cubs. That was a hot rumor last week.
Lead things off here in the home half of the fourth.
First pitch is a strike.
Down Broadway that time.
Glendon Rush has been unbelievable. 8 starts, 5-2 record, an ERA of 2.5.
Here's the 1-1.
And really, since he's put on a Cub uniform, he's been fantastic. I know you liked the way Dusty Baker described the difference between now and then with Glendon Rush. Oh, I loved it. He said he's pitching like a left-hander now and not a right-hander. Left-handers have more natural movement than right-handers, and sometimes a guy like Glendon Rush. But in order to do that, you have to have a heavier, harder fastball. You have to deal with what you have. He doesn't have the type fastball to do that, so he's staying away much more now. He misses down and in, and the count evens 2 balls, 2 strikes. Glendon Rush in his career against the Yankees, 0-6, with an ERA over 7. He gets a strikeout of Jeter to start his day. Larry Rothschild is the pitching coach for Dusty Baker, and here are Larry's thoughts on what they see when Glendon is working well.
No, he did not.
I think you'll see him moving the ball in and out and changing speeds effectively and really into the strike zone early in the game. And, he's going to stay on the hitters aggressively, and I think that's his reputation. It's just like any other pitcher. You're throwing 2 and 3 pitches for strikes right away, hitting spots with the fastball, and you know that's what just about everybody does when they're going good.
There's a lot in that comment. That's what a lot of guys do when they're going good or well, is hit spots with the fastball. Womack, the disgruntled Tony Womack, who's not thrilled that he's playing the outfield these days, signed here to be a second baseman. He's taken over left field when the Yankees brought up Robinson Cano. And to Tony's credit, he's not been all that outspoken about it, but it's bubbling underneath. As at this stage in his career, he's trying to learn a new position in the big leagues and trying to do it here at Yankee Stadium, all the while trying to hit and contribute and get on base, and lately that's been tough to do. He's hitting on this. Womack can run, but he's out, 2 down. After being released last August by the San Francisco Giants, Neifi Perez has been a godsend to the Cubs. This ball stays down. No, it did come up. But Perez, nonetheless, a very, very good play. Take a look at the defense, show you how State Farm covers the field and how the Cubs line up defensively. In outfield, Collinsworth, Patterson, and Burnitz, left to right. Ramirez, Perez, Walker, and Lee, the guy who really has done well since the Cubs got him. Montreal Expos, where they were ping-ponging him back and forth between third and catcher. He's behind the plate, and Sheffield is granted time awfully late. A strikeout of Jeter. Womack grounded out. And now an 0-1 to Sheffield, misses.
And now the ball hit fairly well here out to the deep part of left field.
Glendon Rush, before he got to the Cubs, had a winning percentage of .356 and a career ERA of 5.11. Since he's come to the Cubs, he's won 11 of 15 decisions, with an ERA just over 3 at 3.16. He's 1-2 with Milwaukee in 2003. Signed by Texas, cut loose in spring training prior to last year. The Cubs signed him late, and you have to ask the question: where would Dusty Baker's team be without somebody like Glendon Rush? He's a good utility pitcher, meaning he can set up relieve, he can long relieve, he can spot start. He's gotten a lot of big outs while filling the role that was set out there for Kerry Wood and Mark Pryor, who have both been on the disabled list before joining the Cubs. After joining Chicago, that 11-4 record. A 3-2 to Sheffield is hammered into left center field. Patterson kicks it in left center. Sheffield is going to cruise into second base. And we'll see what they call it. Probably a double. But had Patterson come up with that cleanly in left center, he may have held Sheffield to a 2-out single. or Sheffield just hammering that high fastball. He is one of the few in the big leagues who can do that. I think this is a double. I think had Patterson come up with the ball, it's going to be a very, very tough play.
Well, sir,
wrong.
It's a single EA.
Okay.
And we thank Willie Mays for being the official scorer for today's game at Yankee Stadium. And 2 out, here is Alex Rodriguez.
That's the one thing you don't see. You saw that graphic earlier that the Cubs have allowed 16 unearned runs. That's second best in the major leagues. The Yankees are second worst in the major leagues. They've allowed 40 unearned runs.
And the Yankees have been awful in this position. 2 out and a runner in scoring position. They have 2 out, and they have that man Sheffield in scoring position here in the first. A single, an error, and Alex Rodriguez, having a monster year, at least a monster first half, is up on the count 2-1. He's number 3 in the AL in average, number 1 in home runs, number 1 in RBIs.
First 2 guys made first pitch out.
2 balls and a strike.
Big swing there as it's hit pretty well out toward deep left field.
Off the hands, right center field, falling in a hurry, base hit. It gets behind Patterson. Either way, Sheffield was going to score, and it's 1-0 New York. RBI number 59 for Alex Rodriguez.
Rush tries to jam Rodriguez. It skips by him, but not far enough to allow Rodriguez to go to second base.
Got Patterson talking to himself out in center field as the inning continues. A hit, an error, a flare hit. And the Yankees, riding a 4-game winning streak, had their hottest hitter at the plate, Hideki Matsui. The home runs have come in bunches, at least during the week. He had a big night last night in the Yankees' 9-6 win in Game 1 of this series. He drove in 5. And during the homestand, we'll show you the numbers that he's put together, all while playing with a twisted right ankle. He won't get the chance as Derek Lee makes a good play to his right to end the inning. The Yankees score first, a 2-out rally, an error mixed in, and after 1 at Yankee Stadium, New York on top, 1-0.
For everyone's safety, please stay alert and be aware of your surroundings.
Big swing. He gives this one a ride high and deep to right center. Leap on that ball is gone. Home run. Two-run shot to right center. 6th home run on the season for him, and it's now 5-3.
Folks, this was one of those pitches. Once it left the pitcher's hand, he said, uh-oh. And this ball is hammered over the wall in right center. 0 for 2 thus far.
Yes. Score first. They've done that in all 5 games of this homestand. They're 4-0 to this point after that wretched 3-9 road trip. And with the wins, he's out behind the Orioles. Although I'll admit something about myself. For some reason, and it's probably because I'm not very smart, 6 games out sounds awful. 5 games out, for some reason, sounds like it's well within reach. It's true. Why is it? Here's a ground ball to the left side for Rodriguez. Cuts in front of Jeter, 1 out. The Burger King, have it your way. Home field advantage. We give you a look at Monument Park. At Burger King, you can have it your way. Put together in 1932, the first monument was dedicated to the memory of Miller Huggins, who died suddenly in 1929. Huggins won 6 AL pennants, 3 world championships in his 11-plus years, and then Ruth and Gehrig. The next 2 monuments that followed as Todd Walker goes after the first pitch and flies to center. It's obvious the scouting report that the Cubs have on Shin-Ming Wong was to swing at the first pitch because just about everybody has to this point in the game. And they're 2 out, nobody on here in the second for Chicago.
Certainly an indication that a pitcher is around the plate when you get a lot of first ball swinging, even though the Cubs are a free swinging lineup anyway.
So you're throwing water on my theory.
Now a check swing when he pulls up in time. Ball 1.
Well, Barrett swinging the first pitch. He shows bunt. Takes a ball low. How much better has Michael Barrett gotten in a Cubs uniform? He has been a solid, everyday, run-producing catcher, and they're hard to find.
Not in time, and he beats it out for his third.
Second, and taking a strike to even count.
95 miles per hour from Wong on that last pitch. It's Barrett with 2 out, nobody on.
Grounded to third. This could be 2.
And a ground ball to A-Rod. Nice play off his left hip, and the inning is over. For the second, bottom half coming up. Yankees on top by 1.
So,
20th game, but how many years have we been doing it?
9. We're going to hit 23 ballparks, all 30 teams, 20 days.
I was talking to Ventura last night. You guys,
you see, I got
you guys are on a barnstorming tour. I mean, you're everywhere.
So did Robin tell you he was spending time with Alex working on fielding?
Did he?
Yeah, dinner with him the night
serious about that?
Yeah, dinner with him the night before.
Davis is there now, and he has it 2 gone. Brett Gardner will step in. A ground out pitch.
That's great.
Are we still calling it cap cure?
No.
Swinging gets under this one as it's hit in the air to shallow center. Davis is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side.
And obviously in this game we have both Joe Torre and
Back Saturday Baseball is brought to you by Budweiser. The bright color and crisp, clean taste you'll only find in the king of beers. What a beautiful day it is in series. And the beginning of a 13-game homestand. At least the first half for the Yankees. Everybody's going after the first pitch. 1 out as Jorge Posada lines to Corey Patterson. In honor of Father's Day, we'll be taking time to support the Home Run Challenge, which is Major League Baseball's effort to raise money to find a cure for prostate cancer. For every home run hit today, $30,000 will be donated for prostate cancer research. And as we do every year, we get a chance to visit with Michael Milken. This is obviously a cause that's near and dear to your heart, and we've been talking about this for 9 years.
9 years, Major League Baseball, prostate cancer. And the 2 of you and Fox have probably saved more lives than almost any doctor in America by getting men checked during this Father's Day weekend.
And amazingly, we always seem to get together, and we've got somebody of importance in the game that we can talk about who's been through it. And in today's game, we've got Dusty Baker, who's been through prostate cancer. We've got Joe Torre, who's been through the same, and so it's a relevant message that we're sending out today.
Well, every really great spokesman, but every manager and every team has a player rep who could start this season. And Giambi and Martinez are 2 player reps in the Yankees.
Bernie Williams gets a base hit to right with 1 out here in the second. And I know that I talked to Robin Ventura last night, who's now part of the staff.
Yes, he's been traveling around. We're about to set a major league record. We're going to see all 30 teams play in 20 days. 23 ballparks, all 30 teams, 20 days.
So, I mean, he's telling me the schedule that you guys are keeping, you're going to need a nap at the end of this month.
No, just saving lives is good enough energy for us. When you consider 1 in 6 men in America get diagnosed with prostate.
You have some scoop for us too, right? Robin Ventura had dinner with Alex Rodriguez the other night.
He sure did. They were out there talking about how Robin won those 6 golden gloves. And not only that, we had another person with good hand-eye coordination there, Wayne Gretzky, who's been traveling around with us.
What a group you're putting together. And Lasorda, he's gone over to Japan.
He's representing the president of Japan, but he went to surf baseball we have. But I just can't tell you enough how much it's meant with Fox support and your support. The month that most men get checked for prostate cancer is now June in America. And it's greatly due to this program of keeping dad in the game. And we are committed, along with the National Cancer Institute, of not only eliminating prostate cancer as a cause of death, but all cancer as a cause of death in the next decade.
What age group are we talking about with prostate cancer? Where does it typically strike? And if you're talking to the population, what's the age group we're focusing on?
Well, I think most men get checked by 50. If you're an African-American man with a higher incidence, by 40. Any family history, 40. We had a young man here in New York last year got diagnosed with 32. So I would say generally 40 if you have any family history, and definitely by 50.
Well, Michael, it's always good to have you on. It's good to get the update. What's the running total now that you've been able to raise?
Well, we have 93 home runs. We're on pace for about 150. And we're looking for a few in the ball game today. And we're also, excited for everyone to come out to a ball game tomorrow. Bring your dad to a ball game. The theme of this program is keep dad in the game. Let him get tested for prostate cancer. And the death rate has dropped significantly due to two things: the increased research and awareness, which the two of you brought on. And we're happy to see you're wearing our blue today, guys.
You got the blue wristbands. You got that's your color, blue.
Yep. Well, tomorrow in ballparks all throughout America, you'll see these blue wristbands on the announcers, the players, the managers, the ground crew, and the clubhouse. And just a reminder, we only have one dad, and it's so easy to get that simple blood test. To catch it early, and the results are so strong. And now with our advanced research, the results have improved with those people with advanced.
That's slapped down the left field line foul. Michael, thanks for checking in. Congratulations on all the great work.
And let's root for a few home runs.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you, Tim.
All right.
Thank you, Tim.
Michael Milken, Prostate Cancer Foundation, and all the great work that they're doing. Help keep dad in the game. Father's Day is tomorrow.
Swinging a ball headed towards the hole, picked up by A-Rod. Close play at first.
Robinson Cano is at the plate. Tim will tell you what's happened the earlier part of this inning. I have no idea. Posada went after the first pitch. I remember that.
No home runs.
No home runs. He lined to right. Then a hit by Williams. Then a strikeout. And now a ground out into the hole. Perez made the play, and off we go into the third inning here at Yankee Stadium. 1-0 New York. Back after this from your local Fox station.
Robinson Cano will dig in. He lined out hard in his last time around.
Right down the middle. And I got jammed because I'm that late, thinking he's going to throw it over here.
Sign of a smart hitter right there.
That's good. That's good.
Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Now the 1-1. Grounded foul. On a swing, and he popped him up off to the left in foul territory. Encarnacion is under it, and he's got it for the first down. Andrew Jones will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Carlos Beltran.
A look inside the Cubs dugout as Todd Hollandsworth leads it off for Chicago. Third inning, 1-0. The Yankees out in front on that 2-out RBI hit by Rodriguez in the first. It's Hollandsworth, the boys, the DH, and then Nafi Perez. 8-9-1 for the Cubs here in the third. Hollandsworth off the end of the bat so far. Long has been baffling to these Cub hitters. One out. Good movement on these pitches. Good velocity. He is showing Chicago a lot, and Long is a guy who's in the rotation. Tim, the Yankees are concerned and wondering if Kevin Brown is going to go on the disabled list because of the back spasms that hit him during this past week during a start. So they're going to call up a young lefty by the name of Sean Henn, who's already made one rough start against Tampa Bay. He'll get him again this week when the Devil Rays come to Yankee Stadium. And this guy's been as consistent, really, as anybody they've had.
He really has. I think his consistency is the only thing perhaps and arguably that is dampening the talk about Roger Clemens coming to the Yankees is Wong's improvement. Because if Wong falters badly, then I think there's going to be more talks heating up about Roger Clemens coming to the Bronx. I didn't think that initially, but I do think that now.
Calling Robin Ventura. His little meeting with Alex Rodriguez is paying immediate dividends, and I'm sure A-Rod will say, yep, that's it. It's all Robin Ventura.
And if we get to the 5th inning or the 6th inning and the Chicago Cubs have only one hit, naturally we're going to replay that ball hit by Derek Lee.